guys, it's Sheila Shimmers. Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be reviewing the Fenty Beauty all new bronzer. I actually didn't even know she came out with bronzers. I'm surprised that it wasn't like more advertised on social media because I had no idea until I went to Sephora. Super excited. I had to pick it up. We're going to be talking about this in a minute. I have no makeup on because I kind of want to do like an all Fenty, well, I don't have a lot of Fenty, but like the stuff that I have, I want to use it on my face today and show you guys how this bronzer applies over top. And yeah, it's gonna be a fun video. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so below and like this video, and also turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos. And let's just go ahead and get started. So like I said, I picked this up at Sephora. This one is the Stalk'R Instant Warmth Bronzer by Fenty Beauty, and that's how the box looks on the outside. I feel like it's very similar to all their other packaging. I actually just picked up this lipstick from them. This one is a Stunna lip paint, and it kind of looks similar. I really like their packaging. Everything is like a khaki color with some black and some like rose gold. So this is a Stalk'R Instant Warmth Bronzer by RIHANNA. It comes in 8 shades, and I picked this up in the shade Private Island. If you were to look at it, it's the third one out of the 8 shades. It retails for $30, and you can pick this up at Sephora or Fenty Beauty's website. So it says it's a long wear transfer resistant bronzing powder in 8 groundbreaking shades, each carefully curated to bring all skin tones to life with an instant sun-soaked glow. So I am going to say something. I did notice that most of the shades, not the first one, but the other 7 shades are very like orangey toned. So the only one that's a cool tone is In the Sun. All of the others are going to have that warm tone to them. So if that's something that you don't like on bronzers, then you might not like this one. So I went with a lighter shade because I know I had a lot of issues trying to pick my right shade on her foundation. And I actually don't even own my right shade on her foundation yet. I'm still mixing the two of them until I run out of them so I can actually go and purchase the right one. Anyway, I'm just rambling. So this is supposed to be a matte bronzer, buildable, blendable, transfer resistant that lasts all day. So let's just go ahead and open it up so I can show you guys how the actual packaging looks like. Let me tell you something. I am the biggest fan of Fenty packaging. It is this really pretty like bronzy material. It's kind of like, I wouldn't say rose gold. I think it is just like a dark gold. It says Fenty RIHANNA in the front, and when you open it up, it is kind of like in the same shape as the highlighters, which I really like. I kind of wish the highlighters had this packaging and not the white one because I like this so much better, but all your fingerprints are going to get on that, and I feel like I'm learning to live with that after I got the hourglass one, so I'm just going to have to live with that. It does bring 0.22 ounces and retails for $30. Comes with this little slit right here that you just take off, and it has Fenty's logo over here. It has a mirror as well. I feel like this is a really good mirror. I could probably do my makeup on this. It's a little bit on the smaller side. I do prefer like maybe Jeffree Star highlighters, but I mean, this is fine, I guess. So that is the shade that I picked. I'm gonna give you a little swatch so you can see. It's not gonna be much. I don't think you're gonna be able to see it, but it's right there. Let me do a bigger swatch. I do like my bronzers a little bit softer, but as you can see, it does have a very warm golden undertone. I kind of just wanted to look for something that would make me feel like bronzy, like toasted, that I kind of just went out on the sun and like came back in and I'm bronzed. So that's what I was looking for, because all the other bronzers that I have don't really give me that and are very like and are much darker. So I'm just gonna give you a couple other swatches next to it. This one is the Anastasia bronzer in the shade Saddle. And I'm going to put it right over top, so as you can see, it's much deeper, much darker. It's right there on the top, but it does have kind of the same undertone, I would say. Then I'm going to add the Hourglass, and I doubt that this one's going to come in because, well, actually it does show up. This one's very natural. It's kind of like a nude bronzer, but it does look beautiful on the skin. It gives you like that kind of natural glow, and I do love this one a lot. So those are kind of like my favorite bronzers right there. You can see the Anastasia, the Fenty, and the Hourglass. So as far as swatches, the Fenty one does feel very nice on the skin. At least on my hand, and it does feel very blendable. So let's just go ahead and put our makeup on and see how this baby performs. Alright, so like I said, I'm going to be applying some Fenty products on my face. I'm actually going to be applying all the ones that I do have, and I did forget to swatch something right next to this bronzer that I did want to show you. This one is the Fenty Beauty matte stick in the shade Mocha. So I definitely wanted to give you like a comparison. I'm going to be blending it out as well. So this is the Fenty So that's the Fenty bronzer in the shade Private Island, and then this is the Fenty Matchstick and Mocha. So they're kind of similar, I would say. The Mocha one definitely is a little bit more sheer, but again, the Matchsticks are not supposed to be a very heavy contour. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started by using the Fenty Instant Retouch Concealers, and I have two shades right here. I have 210 and 235. 210 I like for highlighting. Priorities. Here you go, bud. So 210 I like for highlighting under my eyes. And I do have to say, lately, is this a joke? I do have to say, lately I don't like how this concealer is blending on me. I don't know if it's something like with my skin, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. So I apply the 210 really close to my inner corner, as you can see. And then I go in with the 235. And kind of apply it all over my lid and under my eyes. I do have a lot of darkness that I want to cover up, so I go ham on this. So now I'm going to go in with this Real Techniques little blush. This one is a concealer kabuki, and I'm just going to kind of pat it in. Foundation, I have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. I have two shades over here, and they are 230 and 260. My actual foundation shade is actually in between these two. I would say it's 240, I think. So I'm just trying to, get rid of this one. So I'm taking a pump of 230 and I'm applying a couple of pumps of 260 because I do have some tan on my skin right now. I am gonna look a little bit ghostly because, like I said, these are definitely the wrong undertones for me, but we're gonna make it work. I did return my Fenty powder because I didn't like it, but I do have a little sample from them that came in one of my Sephora packages, so I'm just gonna be using that one to set under my eyes, and I really hope this doesn't ruin my makeup because I really did not like this powder. It was no. This one is in the shade Butter. And I only set my concealer because this foundation really sets in really nicely, so you don't have to go in with powder. I'm gonna do my brows. I'll be right back. Alright, so I did some wing liner. This one is from ColourPop. I'm gonna have a video coming up with this one as well. And now we're on to the business and what you're here for. So I'm gonna be using the Fenty bronzer now, and I'm gonna be applying it with a Flower Beauty bronzer brush. This one is my favorite, so I'm just gonna be dabbing on this. And how I like to apply my brush normally, it's kind of like I like to press in, and once it's like all in there, I like to kind of blend it, but I know a lot of people just go in and blend, so I'm going to try to just go in and blend and show you guys. I feel like that's going to give you a better idea of how this actually works, because I feel like it's a little bit of cheating once you like apply it like this and then blend it. I don't know, just my thoughts. So there you can see, I think the camera is just picking up a little bit of darkness, and I think it's because of the shadow, but that's applied really nicely. I'm gonna put it a little bit more. And I'm working it up. I feel like that's a little better. But I am seeing that it is creating kind of this like shadow right here around those two pimples that I have right there. Shade wise, I think I really like it. I'm going to be applying a little bit on this side. I want to show you guys one side with the bronzer on and then one side without. So I think I really like this shade. You can see it right there. Blend it out really nicely. The color is not like overpowering. It's a very soft bronzer. I'm sure if you go darker with your shade, I'm sure it's going to show up a lot more. But this is kind of like the shades that I like. This is kind of like the coverage that I like. But this is kind of like the finish that I like. I like when they look a little bit more on the softer side, and that's what I gravitate towards. So that's why I picked this one. But I really like how this looks, especially on my skin tone. It looks really, really cute. I'm just going to go ahead and finish the other side. I just wanted to show you how it looks without, and then with some bronzer. Now I'm going with a smaller brush, and I'm going to be using this one for my nose. This one is also from Real Techniques. I'm just getting a little bit of that bronzer, and I'm going to be blending it out. This is definitely not the shade that I would normally go in with my nose, but definitely just want to try it each way that I can. Alright, so now I'm just going to finish up my makeup, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. So I'm going to be using this lipstick by Fenty Beauty, and this one is in the shade Unattached. And whoa, packaging, I just have to say that. Love this. This is kind of really tall, by the way. Like, look at the size of my hand, and look at this lipstick. But I'm kind of digging it. I really like it. I kind of really like this applicator because it's really easy, but I can see this becoming a huge mess really quickly. And this lipstick kind of does go everywhere, so you kind of want to use an eyeliner with it. A lip liner. Whoa, I love this shade, and I kind of didn't, I feel like I look like a Christmas tree right now because I forgot that I had this lipstick before RIHANNA went in and did my eyeliner, but whatever. And now I'm going to be going in with this Diamond Bomb. This is supposed to be an all-over diamond bomb, and it's supposed to be an all-over highlighter you can use in your face, in your body, anywhere you want. And this one is in the shade How Many Carats. Honestly, just the texture of this, like, gets me every time. It's super glittery, but I love it. Like, you actually have to try this and put it on your skin, and it's like a whole experience on its own, like, honestly. Going in with this little brush right here. I'm not even gonna say anything. I mean, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This honestly looks so cute. Like, I feel like I should make a separate video for this because I love it. I'm going to talk a little bit about this bronzer, what I think about it. So I feel like all the bronzers that I use on a daily basis are all around this kind of like $30 range. I usually go for this Anastasia and Saddle. This one is one of my favorites. I've been using it for a long time since it came out. Probably like every day since it came out. And lately I've been going a lot towards the Hourglass one, and that's one is obviously a luxury one. That was like $52, so that's just outrageous. But I do feel like there's some cheaper options that I really enjoy, like this ColourPop one that I just tried the other day. This one is about $7. Really nice, and I feel like it has kind of the same finish of the Anastasia. It really reminds me of that. I feel like there's also the Balm Bahama Mama, also really similar to the Anastasia. Kind of has like the same finish, the same undertone, and it's about, I think, $20 for this one. I forget. Maybe less than $20. I say this because they all are matte bronzers, kind of have the same finish, and they kind of look the same, kind of have that warm undertone. So if you are looking for something like that, I would definitely recommend all of those. I wanted to say some cheaper options because if you're looking for something similar to this and you don't have $30 to spend, there's so many other options that you can go with. But if you do have the $30, I would definitely say go ahead and purchase this one because I really like how it looked. There's so many things that I want to say about it. I'm just going to compare it to this one because I feel like these two are so similar. The Anastasia one brings 0.35 ounces and it retails for $28. This one brings 0.22 and retails for $30. I do feel like I like the packaging of the Fenty one much more. Finish and blendability, I do feel like they kind of like are the same, sort of. I do feel like the Fenty one was much softer. This one gives me a little bit more of like that dry bronzer. They are both matte finishes, but I feel like this one applied so nicely, especially over top of the Fenty foundation. But this shade particularly, the Private Island, does have a little bit of a red undertone, so just know that when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm not seeing it on the camera, but when I look at myself in the mirror, I do see a little bit tint of red. Also, you can build it up really nicely. When I first went in, I felt like I went just with a really soft layer, and when I blend back in, it did blend and build really nicely as well. It is going to become a lot, if you put a lot of bronzer on, it's going to look like you have a lot of bronzer on, but right now, I am loving how my face is looking. I love how tan I look. I feel like I look like I just went for a tan, and I feel like pairing this one with this highlight just like did it for me. Like, this looks so nice on my skin and I really like it. I'm also really liking this lipstick, but you know, that's besides the point for another video. And I feel like Fenty's quickly becoming one of my favorite brands. I am just purchasing everything that they come out with. I am really surprised with this bronzer. I feel like Rihanna has kind of come into the beauty world and like launched so many products, and most of them, or like I would say all of them really, are very good, very competitive prices, very good quality, and very inclusive, which is really important. So there's 8 shades that you can choose from. Again, they're all going to be very warm. Only the first one is kind of cool tone, but I don't know how, you know, how dark that one gets. But I really enjoyed using this one, and I feel like for the price, it's actually a pretty good product. I think it shouldn't be $30. That's just my thoughts. Maybe I would buy this for like $24, $25, but that's just my thoughts. But I'm definitely going to keep this one. I'm going to be using it a lot. And I feel like after having these two, I don't think I can need any other matte bronzer, honestly. Like, I wouldn't see the need for them. As you can see, I am touching pan on this one because I love it. So I feel like this one's going to be a really good favorite for summer, because this one has more of like a terracotta finish, like a terracotta kind of like undertone to it, and I really like that, especially when I'm tan. I feel like that makes me look even more tan. I don't know, I love being like sun-kissed, if that makes any sense. Okay guys, I feel like I rambled so much in this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope it was helpful. So if you like this video, don't forget to leave me a comment down below, subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!